What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Fleet Friday. Guess what we're doing today? Today we're actually at Dolphin Bay. Dolphin Bay is used by MDF, or Aigio's Maritime Defense Security. This is their uniform, by the way, that they have. So as you can see, you have your vest and your firearm right here, and you can also grab a rifle as well. If you have a rifle on, you usually wear it front, as you've seen when I'm in AMP and so on. But today we're here to check out their boats because it's Fleet Friday and you know what that means. So let's go ahead and go inside Dolphin Bay. Of course, by the way, they do have a motor pool as well, so there's that too. Here's their boats that they can come hook onto it and basically deploy into the water. We're not going to take these. We're going to go ahead and take the one that we already have it ready. Oh snap, I think the area got flooded. Yeah, the area got flooded, but this is one of the variants that they do have. Disregard the whole water thing. I think it got flooded because I hit the wrong button. I'm still in training mode with this thing. Still getting confused by some of the stuff, but they have two options. So when you're spawning a boat, you have two options. You can get the 35-foot patrol boat or the 40-foot patrol boat. Each one has different variant. One is longer than the other one, and one has more features. Unlike the civilian police version, this one actually has a 50 cal in the front, so you do not want to mess with it. They mostly patrol our waters. Let's go ahead and open the bay. They mostly patrol the waters and has multiple seats for multiple so they have multiple seats, as you can see, and they patrol Aigio's water pretty much. There is one of the buoys, they call them. But we're gonna go ahead and stop right here, I guess, so I could showcase some of the little features. So some of the features that this boat has include, by the way, all of the this feature, all the other boats ended up getting as well. So some of the features that they do have is, first you have your front floodlights, as you can see. So when they're searching the waters, they have the front floodlight. You also have a rear floodlight as well. And then you also can turn both of them on at the same time for like a 360 look. So this is when they're looking for somebody in the waters, whether they're doing search and rescue or they're protecting Aigio's water pretty much, or Aigio's economy, because you know people fish here, and we do have other nations that try and attempt to come here. We also do have some people that try to claim one of the islands right here as their own, and end up fighting with the law enforcement. So these guys are basically like our Coast Guard pretty much. So that's that feature. The next feature is your lights. So this is the different patterns that you have pretty much. By the way, we're by the right now we're by the car dealership. So the features that we do have is Pat 1. This is what Pat 1 does, is usually just going to blink one side of it, not the whole thing. And then you have pattern 2, which is both sides, and you have pattern 3, which is the whole side. And of course you have your whale, your yelp, and your priority as well. This can seat multiple people, so you can seat people in the front. So you have this seat, and this seat. You also have these seats as well, so they can take multiple people with them, and they pretty much patrol Aigio's water from, you know, other military forces that do try to attack. We also have you know, the people that I talked about, the criminals that attempt to basically try to claim one of the islands inside Aigio, because we do have multiple islands here and they attempt to claim it, and they basically are they claim it by force pretty much. They don't talk to the government members or anything like that. So usually we have the Navy go in there and pretty much taking over the island. But they pretty much have jurisdiction all around AO when they're deployed, just like the AIC, AO's infantry. So we do have land forces and we do have Navy forces. So the Navy here right now, they do have patrol boats for the district. So this is their patrol boats to patrol the district and its surrounding waters. But they also have Navy ships. The Navy ships are too big to come here, so they're in a port in another game, because we cannot. The ports around here cannot handle the weight of those boats, so they usually are out in the sea protecting us pretty much. But usually the people that are inside the Navy already have that ability. So right there that you see right over here is the president's manor. So that's the president's manor. These buoys pretty much kind of tell you don't go in there pretty much. So if you see people like go into there, they're usually trespassing. They end up getting arrested. But the maritime defense also protects the president's waters. So these areas pretty much they do come here and protect it. Usually when the president's around, they're usually nearby. They would pretty much come and just keep an eye on the surroundings and pretty much protect the president from being attacked from the back, because there are criminals that do come here. They park right over here, go for a quick walk, and pretty much attack the manor, which they do a lot. So for that reason, they pretty much are over here, and they patrol and protect. They protect the waters pretty much. This is their uniform, as you can see as well. It's pretty clean. You have your hat, you have your vest, and your firearm. So I just have a regular Glock and a taser with me, but you can also have a rifle. I don't have a rifle with me. So let's give you guys a look at what does this boat offer compared to the police counterpart. It's a bit faster. You also have lights, floodlights. You have one here, you have one here, and you have two in the front. You also have your ELS on when you're pulling people over or stopping them, pretty much to let them know. You have your sonar and your radar. The Navy also has, the Maritime Defense Force also has another unit that can go diving, so they can pretty much dive in the water. This is for search and rescue, mine detection. There's so many units within maritime defense that that have different duties pretty much. That's pretty much that. So we're gonna go ahead and keep going since the president isn't on. This is the light. So this is how bright the lights are at night, as you can see. You can pretty much protect these waters anytime. So as you can see, it pretty much covers a good amount of ground. This is usually used if you're looking for somebody, if you're doing search and rescue, which they do search and rescue. So this is another feature that they do. So we're going pretty much around the whole nation and checking around for it. So usually during a water patrol, you have a lot of things. So criminals do actually, if you didn't know in AO, criminals do use boats. They have boats and they can afford boats, and they utilize it a lot to basically get away. So usually what they would do is they would have a friend come help them out. So what they would do is they have a car, and then they get the car near like a beach or anything like that, call a friend. The friend picks them up and they start running away. So units that are on regular patrol cars end up, they can't come into the water, so they're pretty much stuck. So what they would do is they either call their regular units, and if their regular unit isn't available, they call their maritime defense counterparts and pretty much help each other. The good thing is that majority of the departments within AO have mutual agreements, which is usually like, you know, pretty much I protect you, you protect me type of thing. So they protect each other, and when they're done with their patrol, they pretty much come back to their port and end up coming back in here. Let me go ahead and ooh, that's so bright. So when they're done with their patrol, they pretty much come back and park right there. Let me turn off the ELS. So when you're done with your patrol, you pretty much come back and yeah, call it a day. And close the bay. And that is pretty much a look at the patrol boat. So you also have your 50 cal. You know, it basically shoots like, it's basically a machine gun that you have at the front. I won't demonstrate it because you know, I don't want to be shooting up the place. So but they can shoot that thing. You do not want to mess with them. And the other variant of this boat also has two of them, one in the front and one in the back. And it's basically like, if you get shot with one of these, you're done for, pretty much. You are pretty dead. Like, this is the most powerful gun in AO right now. So you do not want to end up in a firefight with the Maritime Defense Force. They're in charge of protecting our waters, and pretty much make sure that we don't are attacked by other nations, criminals, and so on, and pirates, because we do have those problems with pirates as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna keep doing more videos like these. Make sure, if you haven't subscribed yet by now, I don't know why you haven't, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You can subscribe down below, below that like button. And if you have any questions, make sure to comment down below. You know, what kind of other things you have you want to see, what questions you have in terms of joining this department. They're always hiring. If you go through the Discord, you can pretty much ask a recruiter about what it takes to become a maritime defense security force. Yeah, so with that, I'm out. Deuces.